Hey, this is our final project for the course GAM 450 Physics for Game Developers, and in this course we are asked to recreate the Angry Bird game, and in that we are asked to create at least 3 different levels, as well as have the birds sling from the slingshot and then hit the towers created in these 3 levels. But in the 3rd level we are asked to create a Ferris wheel, which could be interacted with the birds as well that are shot from the slingshot. As the birds are shot from the slingshot, they are supposed to have the trail puffs behind them, and when you shoot back the second time, the trail puffs from the first shot should go away or disappear automatically. And so let's have a look at the demo first, and then we'll look into the code again. So like you can see, this is our first level already set up nicely. We have the tower and the pig. We have the bird that's sitting right on the slingshot, and then we could shoot it, and it has all the trail puffs behind it. And when I try to shoot back, the trail puffs from before has disappeared already. In order to load the second level, I have to do that manually, because somehow when I try to load them automatically, it crashes or just gives me exception errors. So I've been trying this for 2 nights and haven't slept at all. So this is the second level, and here also we have a different tower with 3 pigs, and you can see I can shoot the bird, reset it, and see, like I was trying to use it too fast, so it just slipped from my grip. But then you're supposed to use it, pull it back gently and then hit the birds. So that's the second level for you. And the 3rd level is the Ferris wheel, and it looks like this. So my bird obviously can interact with them. I've set these wheels to have the joints, so even the pigs are joined to the platforms that are the pads that they are sitting on. So I've been using the revolute joint to fix them up, and they are running just with one joint. And also, if you could see, if I shoot the bird and then it interacts with the pads also, and then it's not that the whole thing is a box or something like that, but then it interacts completely. It came right from between there. So so that was it. And the game.cpp is generally, it has all the textures, the input, the images that we're loading from these textures. Also the buckets, our sort buckets are here, and obviously my level setup is also here. Calling my level classes or methods over here. So the main thing is that I have already set up the I already set up the keys to switch between the levels, but then somehow it's not letting me or giving me some exception errors. So as you can see, I have my first level set up, and in its destructor I have also set them up and marked them for deletion, but then somehow they don't delete, and then they stay there invisibly, and then the other level loads over it, and then it's all a mess. So you can see that I have all my levels destructor marking the objects created on the level, or the sprites created in the level, marked for deletion, but they don't delete, and somehow I've been trying this to resolve this issue, but it won't just go. And as you can see, even in my contact listener, you can see that I have already set up, the contact action, sorry, that when the red bird hits the wood block, the wood block is marked for deletion, the bird is marked for deletion, but then somehow the bird and the wood block just want to delete. And this has been happening for past 2 days for me, and it's just been a very hard struggle. So as you can see, and let's talk about the input manager in detail now. So for the we were asked to create the input manager in such a way that when we hit 1 we go to level 1, we hit 2 we go to level 2, 3 for level 3. So that way I have already set up that if I hit 1 for level 1, then it destroys the level on the screen, on the current screen, and then creates the level 1 for me. So it will create that tower and the pig sitting on it. Same way for level 2, I'm on level 3, and then if I hit 2, it destroys the level 3 objects and then loads the level 2 objects for me. Same way for the level 3. And then the main thing was we were asked to create assign the home button that resets the game and brings me back to level 1, and that's what for that I have used the switch to review or to take into these cases, like to destroy and then create to the level 1. So that's what this is doing. Another thing was that my slingshot is also set up over here, so you can see that this is my mouse slingshot thing. That the slingshot is being set up here, and the mouse, when it pulls back, it stretches the string. So that's what this is. This function does, and this is the one that shows the trail that when I pull the bird and hold it, it will show me the trail where it's going to go and fall. So this is the class or function for that. Sorry. And finally the reset sling, so it contracts back again once I release the mouse button, then it goes back to its original position. So that was it for this game. See you in the next part. Thank you. Hey, welcome back. So this is my second game, as I have chosen to do the Bird Ninja instead of the Fruit Ninja actual game. So let's have a look at the demo first. Should I start? I should at least run this so to make this quicker, but then it won't take long, I guess. Sorry about that. Oh, it's taking too long. Okay, finally. So there you go. There you can see that when I hit or slice the birds, it turns them into eggs. But then when I slice the pig, it goes into the bang sprite, and then it just explodes, and then you lose some points for that. And the birds are turning into eggs, so that it's a good news that you are getting some points in with that. So this is my bird generator. So this is what I have done to generate the birds and the pig popping from from the down um, below the screen, and they are also coming out in a random numbers and also in a random direction or in random top down side. And this is the one that this is the sprite changer that I have used to change these sprites to when I slice them and they change their thing. And for this we have used the recast to simply swipe the, so that's my mouse motion. When I slice the object, it turns into a different sprite. So that's what the this function over here does. As for the other um, input method, there's not that really big change in it, but then we're just simply um, showing here that that my mouse moves around in the raycast and in the raycast function, and then slices the object or changes the sprite. So well, that was it for this whole final project. Thank you once again.